Hello everyone, welcome to Career Flight. Today we'll be starting with quant aptitude topic, that is percentage. What is percentage? Percentage means parts out of 100. That is, if it is asked what is 20%? 20% means 20 part out of 100. Now there are some formulas is there. Now here if it is asked A is what percent of B? That is A by B into 100. So if it is asked 4 is what percent of 5? The answer will be 4 by 5 of 100. It will be 80. Similarly, if A is what percent more than B? That is 5 minus 4 by 5 into 100. That is A is what percent more than B? That is 5 minus 4 by 5 into 100. That will be 20. Next is the fraction table. This table you must have to by heart and you must have to remember. So look into the table. 5% is 0.05, that is 1 by 20. 10% is 0.1, 1 by 10. 12% is 0.12, that is 3 by 25. 12.5% is 0.125, that is 1 by 8. 15% is 0.15, that is 3 by 20. That is 16% is 0.16, 4 by 25. 16, 2 by 3% is 100 by 6. 20% is 0.2, that is equal to 1 by 5. 25% is 0.25, 1 by 4. Similarly, if you want this formula, you can take a screenshot and it will help you in solving the further problems. Next is some important formulas. Increase percent is increase value by original value into 100. Decrease percent is decrease value by original value into 100. P percent of Y is equal to Y percent of P. Now next formula is X percent of a quantity is taken to be first and Y percent of the remaining quantity is taken to the second, and Z percent of the remaining quantity is taken by the third person, and it is left with A. So the initial amount will be, the formula for the initial amount will be A into 100 into 100 into 100 by 100 plus X into 100 plus Y into 100 plus Z. If there is 4 quantities, there will be again one more 100 in numerator, and similarly 100 plus, if we will say the next quantity be A, 100 plus A. Now if a price of a commodity is increased by R%, then the reduction in consumption so as not to increase the expenditure, it will be R by 100 plus R into 100. Similarly, if the price of a commodity decreased by R%, then the increase in consumption so as not to decrease the expenditure, it will be R by 100 minus R into 100. If there is a successive percentage increase of A and B percentage, then the net percentage increase, it will be A plus B plus AB by 100. For this formulas, increase percent equal to increase value by original value into 100. Let us take an example. The price of a potato is increased from 20 rupees to 40 rupees. Potato price. So what will be the increase percent? The increase percent will be increase value, that is 40 minus 20 by original value. What is the original value? Original value was 20 into 100. If you solve it, we will get 20 into 5, 100. So there is an 100% increase in the price of potato. Now in the next formula it is given P percent of Y equal to Y percent of P. So let us take an example. 40% of rupees 80. So here you can write 40 by 100 into 80 will get here 32. Similarly, if you take 80% of 40, will get the same value. So when it is given P percent of Y, we can also write this as Y percent of P. Now for this formula, if a price of a commodity is increased by R%, then the reduction in consumption so as not to increase the expenditure is R by 100 plus R into 100. So let us take an example. So if the price of sugar is increased by 10%, so what will be the reduction in consumption? The reduction in consumption, it will be 10 by 100 plus 10 into 100, that is 1000 by 110, that will be 100 by 11, that is 9.09. For the next formula, if there is successive percentage increase of A% and B%, the effective percentage increase, it will be A plus B plus AB by 100. Now for example, let us take the price of a commodity is increased by 10%, then it is again increased by 20%. What will be the effective or net increase in the price of commodity? The formula, it will be 10 plus 20 plus 10 into 20 equal to 200 by 100. So we will get the net effective increase in price of commodity, it would be 30 plus 2, that is 32. Now let us move to the question number 1. A box contains 400 balls of color blue and 800 balls of color red. If 15% of blue balls and 30% of red balls are removed, then what percent is the approximate percentage of total ball removed from the box? Okay, so moving to the solution. So the number of balls removed is 15% of 400, that is for color blue balls, that is 15% is removed, and 30% of 800, that is for red ball. So what will be the value of 15 by 100 into 400 plus 30 by 100 into 800? So we will get total value as 60 plus 240. If you cancel 800, so we will get 300. 300 is the total number of balls removed. So here it is asked, what is the approximate percentage of total ball removed? What will be the approximate percentage? Approximate percentage, it will be number of balls removed is 300. What is the total number of balls? It will be 800 plus 400, that is 1200. 1200 is the total number of balls into 100, that will be 25%. So the correct answer will be 25%. So let us move to the next question. In the next question, it is given that out of total production of wheat, 20% of wheat got wastage, and out of the remaining wheat, only 40% is pure. If the pure wheat production is 10,000 kg, then the quantity of total wheat including wastage in the year would be. So let us move to the solution. So let us take the total production of wheat be x kg. Let total wheat production equal to x kg. Now amount of wheat wastage, what will be the amount of wheat wastage? Amount of wheat wastage is 20% of x, that is 20 by 100 x, that is x by 5. So since the amount of wheat wastage is x by 5, so the amount left, what will be the amount left? From 100 kg or from 100%, if 20% is wastage, the remaining amount will be 80%. So it will be 80 by 100 into x, that is 8 by 10x, or you can write 4 by 5 of x. Now what will be the amount of pure weight? Amount of pure weight, it will be it will be 40% of the remaining amount, that is 40 by 100 of 4 by 5x, that is 16 by 50, or you can say 8 by 25x. And it is also given that amount of pure weight is 10,000 kg. So eight by 25x equal to 10,000 kg. We can equate this to equation, that is x equal to 1000 into 25 by 8. If we solve this, we will get 81250. If you multiply 1250 into 25, we will get as 31,250 kg, which is our required answer. So option B is the correct answer. Now moving to the next question. In the next question we have 3 machines were set for production and the maximum production speed were in the ratio of 2:3:3 respectively. If the machine A obtained 50% of the maximum speed and machine B obtained 60% of the maximum speed and machine C obtained 70% of the maximum speed, what percentage did all the machine obtain overall? What will be the overall percentage? So let's move to the solution. What is given? Given here is ratio of maximum speed of the machines. It is in the ratio 2:3:3. Maximum production speed. Okay. So now what is the ratio of the speed obtained? So the ratio of speed obtained will be 50% of the first ratio, that is 2. Then for the second it is obtaining 60% of the second ratio, and at last that is 70% of the third ratio. Sorry, it will be 3. So we will get the ratio as, if you solve this, we'll get the ratio as 1.8 is to 2.1. So the required ratio is 1:1.8 is to 2.1. But what we need to find? We need to find that what percentage did all the machine obtain overall. So overall percentage is, we must have to add 1 plus 1.8 plus 2.1. What we get? That is 1 plus 1.8 plus 2.1 by total, by original maximum speed ratio, that is 2 plus 3 plus 3, that is 2 plus 3 plus 3. Since it is a percentage into 100. Okay, so we will get as 4.9 by 8 into 100. Solving this, we will get 61.25%. So option A is our correct answer. So moving to the next question, we have a vendor sells 70% of the apples he had and throws away 10% of the remainder. Next day he sells 60% of the remainder and throw away the rest. What percentage of apple did the vendor throw? Let us move to the solution. For this, we will take 100 as a total quantity. A vendor sells 70% of the apple. Out of 100, he sells 70% of the apple, that is 70 apples, and the remaining apples, it will be 30. So out of 30, he throws away 10% of the apple, that is he throws away 10% of 30, it will be 3, and the remaining it will be 27. Now the next day he sells the 60% of the remainder and throw away the rest. So 60% of 27 it will be 16.2, and the remainder it will be, that is 60%, 40% of 27 it will be 10.2. So what is asked? What percentage of the apple did the vendor throw? What is the percentage of the apple that the vendor throw? The percentage of the apple, it will be addition of 3 and 10.2. Okay, since the given quantity is in 100, we can easily find out. So what will be the percentage of the throwing apple? It will be 13.2. So 13.2 is the, 13.8. This is 8. So 13.8 is the answer. Now coming to the next question. In the next question it is given, the population of a town is 3 lakhs. The ratio between women and men is 50:40. If there are 25% literate among men and 10% literate among women, then what will be the total number of literate person in the town? So solution, the population given is, population it is 3 lakhs. Okay, and it is also given women is to man ratio, that is 50:40. Now we must have to find the total number of literate person. So the ratio has been given 50:40. So 50 by total number of people, that is 90. 50 by 90, it is for women. How many of women were literate? That is 10% were literate. 10% were literate. Out of total population is 3 lakhs plus 40 is for men. Out of total is 90 of, and how many men are literate? It is 25 by 100 of total population. So if you solve this, we'll get 50,000 by 3. We'll get 50,000 by 3 plus 1 lakhs by 3. So its total comes to be 1 lakhs 50,000 by 3, that is 50,000. So 50,000 is the number of literate person in the town. So the correct answer it will be 50,000. In the next question it is given, in an examination one of the students secured 12 marks more than the other and his marks was 60% of the sum of their marks. The marks obtained by them are. So let the marks be x and x plus 12. Since one student got 12 marks more than they, if a student get x marks, the other students will get x plus 12. Now according to question it is given that x plus 12 is 60% of the sum of the two students, that is x plus 12. If you solve this, we'll get 10x plus 120, 12x plus 72. If you solve, we'll get 2x equal to 48. Solving for x, we'll get x as 24. If one student get 24, the other student will get 12 marks more than him, that is x plus 12, that is 36. So the correct answer it will be 24 and 36, that is option number A. So let's come to the next question. In the next question it is given that Kohli scored 200 runs, of which included 7 boundary and 10 sixes. What percentage of the score did he make by running between the wicket? So if you have to find the running between the wicket, we must have to subtract the boundaries and sixes from 200 runs. So what will be the runs between wicket? Runs between wicket will be 200 minus 7 boundaries, that is 7 into 4, plus 10 into 6, 4 6s, so 200 minus 28 plus 60. So if you solve, we will get 112. So the required percentage it will be by 200. Required percentage is equal to runs between wicket by total runs into 100. So we will get answer as 56%. So option A is the correct answer. Thank you, and if you do like our video, do hit the like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share it to your friends. Thank you.